Oh, folks, sorry, I had a yawn there. Probably not the best way to do an intro when just as you're about to yawn. The Celtic Nerd here, bringing you another nerdy video. So we're back with more Dragon Age The Veilguard. I was supposed to just say Veilguard, but it's The Veilguard. But yeah. So, yeah, this is it. Dragon Age The Veilguard. We're starting to get deeper into the new mechanics and the gameplay of this game, folks. Now, we were at the cusp of some of the stuff in the previous videos, but now we're really getting into it. We're starting to unlock more and more.
Let's get moving.
Come on, I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalin.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalin? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these Darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeter's crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Oh, that was not the end of the quest. Okay. So I should really only end my videos when I see this big headline.
Could we really be at war with
Okay,
our own
we'll
gods?
need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
We aren't prepared.
So if I'm having all 4, if I have 3 companions, how do I set them up? Are they just actually all available? I'm remembering that we only had 2. again, I feel like they took the Mass Effect approach.
What you hear about
With this
Demeter's
game.
Crossing?
Veil jumpers have gone missing.
Do we...
Have a look.
Shop rank 1. So if we want more Veilguard gear, we need to rank them up.
And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
That's the plan.
If it gets too rough, just come back and I'll square you away with better bits and bobs.
See ya.
Alright, so I think in this game we're not going to be having like loads of different merchants. I think we're going to be just tied down to like 1 or 2 merchants per faction. And that appearance section sort of suggests to me that there's a bit of a transmog type situation that can be applied a little later. Now, let's see, she has a longbow. She has a short bow. Okay, so they're not universal. And that's another thing. Companions are semi-locked in to specific weapons. Like, she uses scepters, longbow, then a short bow, and then whereas my character, we have a bit more freedom. We have the dagger, the arcane orb, and the staff. So, which I sort of do like. Now, if I could, I would swap out Knave for Harding because, actually, is Bellara... see, now I'm questioning, is Bellara, what's it called? A mage, or is she some kind of rogue? Let's see here. What is she listed as? She is a mage, so we have... right now, in this current party configuration, we have 3 mages. Not ideal. Very much
We're
not
losing too many
ideal.
veil jumpers as it is. Now Demeter's Crossing.
We have an icon here of an Illuvian, so I guess that's how we're going to come back here once we're able to come and go as we please. So yeah, they really decided to diversify the elves, or at least of the... Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Okay, folks, I'm gonna pause it while I talk about this. In my, I think it was the first or second video, I critiqued. Yeah, I think it was like the third video. There was 2 videos before this one. I critiqued how they really seemed to have diversified the elves. But I just realized something. Because again, I just recalled something when I tried to look up elves in general. The Veil Jumpers are elves. It is an organization formed by the Dalish as a group, because keep in mind, folks, there's no like universal leadership of the Dalish elves. They're a collection of a bunch of different tribes. I don't know how many tribes there are of Dalish elves. Let's see, actually, hold on, give me a sec. If I kick on Bellara affiliation Dalish, okay, so how many clans do we know of? Okay, we only know of unnamed Dalish clans. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're the 12 known clans where we can actually learn about their information. Then we have unnamed Dalish clans, such as which come in the number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 unknown Dalish clans, plus the ones that I've already mentioned that are known. So they're all scattered all across Tatus, both Orlais, the Free Marches, and Ferelden, and from what I can gather, also the Winter Imperium. We don't know about the island where the Qunari are from. I doubt there are any Dalish elves there. But here's the thing. With all those elves being scattered and the fall of the Dales, keep in mind, so we're going to scroll up to the fall of the Dales. So how long was that? During the centuries of slavery, the ancient civilization fell to the Winter Imperium. The elves lost most of their language, history, and lore, however. Between minus 180 and minus 170 ancient. So hold on, I'm going to click on the word ancient because it should bring it. So that's the ancient age. See the timeline converter. There we go, chronologically. So we have the. So Elven no, the Elven calendar does not change any like terms. So we're in 8450. Found in our Valentine, first contact between elves and dwarves. Okay. So we're looking at over a millennia. Yes. Death of Andraste. No, would it not be? Yeah, sorry. It'd be around. I think it's around the when. Oh, when did? Latin is found in nearly 3,000 years before the arrival of humans on the continent. Today is a pinpoint of Chantry years. Is that like that? 4,600 ancient or 3,405 TE. Approximately at this time, the elves make first contact with the dwarves. Records claim that humanity arrives in Tatus around this date. This is the speed of scales. Humans are to have first appeared in the elves first known as the Quickling, which provided mortality. So yeah, but I'm looking for the time of when the elves fall, like the. So this says 7,000. When did the Elven City fall? Yes, Roman pyramid clears himself versus Archon. Still to the present between Winter Imperium and the Elves finally turns into open war. Okay, so 979 ancient. Sorry, 975 TE. Now, luckily enough, the Imperials keep a simple, so it's around here. Shortly around after the first blight begins, which is 800 TE. So for almost 2,000 years. Okay, so for almost 2,000 years, the elves of the Dales, the elves have effectively scattered across the continent. So, you know what? With all the different biomes and whatnot, and the different cultures, and again, let's face it, there might have been some intermingling with with humans as well, because again, the Dalish sometimes do take in city elves or even half elves. So, with all that being taken into account, I actually can with almost 2,000 years of being scattered, I can understand why the Veil Jumpers. And again, keep in mind, folks, the Veil Jumpers are not exclusive. Is not an exclusive Dalish organization. It was founded by the Dalish tribes, but it's clear it is a joint thing. It's not a singular tribe. So yeah, I can actually see the elves of the Veil Jumpers being extremely diverse. And so yeah. Okay, so I actually will take back my previous, critique of the elves' design.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
There we go.
Look at these trees. Those trees are pretty eerie. Sorry about that, folks. I had to call someone. But yeah. So, again, like as I said, I want to sort of like apologize for my critique of the elves' design in this game, because like again, as I put more thought into it, I realized, you know what, it does sort of work when you take into account how widespread they would have became. We can't open that yet.
Huh. A giant owl. Must be something to this.
Find the key in the owl's God.
Hey,
Now this material looks very different. Can't access this either.
Rook, you ready to go?
Yes, there's nothing else we can really look at for the time being.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
Oh, that music.
It's so...
Can I turn down the brightness just a little bit? There's no... See this thing like, you know... What if we turn down the brightness to about 30%?
quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Okay, lowering it by 20%, well, from 50 to 30, does help with the atmosphere just a little bit. And again, I will say, I like how the music, there's no music for here. It's just silence. The wind. Actually, you know what, let's turn down the brightness just a tad bit more. Let's drop it down to 20%. Let's see how that looks. 10? Okay, there we go. Let's just turn it all the way down. There we go. There we go. Now that looks. Oh, yeah. Now this is actually looking proper. Now contrast. Okay. No. That's. Yeah, it's way too much. There we go. So like, so when there is light, the light stands out a lot more. But when there's no light,
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No, to keep something in.
And I love... There was a bit of a music cue up there, folks, if you didn't catch it. Oh, let's see if I can get... let's check out the audio. Yeah, music volume is turned up. No, I like that.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Keep them in. Mayor's orders.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
We'll be rewarded. All of us. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Like, if you look close, look at the people trapped in the tent. Like, in the... I don't know if to call them roots or tendrils.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Like, and the glow, like this glowing effect now looks so much better.
The town square.
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Look at that. Like, the person's head was basically forced out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
Just forget, the mayor's not worth arguing with. He'll take the gold from the town coffers for a new fountain in the square outside us for now. But good lumber to fix the docks and that everyone uses, that's far too expensive.
Look, is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
She said 2 more survivors. I only count 1.
Must keep looking.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Oh, and I will say that wet sound effect is just disturbing.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Valara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Valara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Valara, be careful.
Help me! Anyone!
To be safe, let's make it.
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Hold on.
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked. Manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this? For gold? The villagers? The Veil Jumpers? The Blight's everywhere! Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed!
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
The people of Demeter's Crossing were depending on him. The least he can do is stay with them now.
A steep price to pay. And we're the ones to choose it?
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with a dead man.
No.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgranon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So, who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Whatever comes, we're ready for a fight.
Words easily said, but rarely proven.
Yeah? What do you know about all this that we don't?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We stand up against them one step at a time. We don't have all the answers, but we know what we need to do. You're fixing the Illuvian at the lighthouse, and Nev, Harding, and I are gonna find this dagger at the ritual site. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Alright, folks, and this is the moment where I would pause. Sorry, I'll end the recording. So let's see here. Continue. Oh.